Oh, oh. Did we have a fucking mic problem? Was I muted? Was it? Hold up. Let me get some consulting for my little. Could you hear me or no? Because do I have to start over with my introduction or no? Because when did I get muted? Hang on. Sorry, guys. I apologize for technical difficulties. Give me one moment. All right, hold up, hold up. Yo, how much of that did you hear? How much of
None
me
of it.
talking?
None of it. Not a
Nothing.
single thing. Not a single thing, dude.
Brandon says he could hear it through the fucking headphones.
No, you were muted. I have my girlfriend on the YouTube. It was muted on there too.
Shit. All right, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I apologize, everybody, for the technical difficulties. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. It doesn't. It didn't say I was muted, but all right. Well, you know what? We're just gonna start that. Let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top. Um, if you're watching this, I assume that you are probably a returning guest. But if you're not, welcome to the Circle. This is the show where I bring guests of all kinds on, whether they be authors, poets, lyricists, or painters, or whatever it is you got to show off, or whatever it is your art form is. Come on here and share it. This is a safe place to come and share your feelings. It's for me, at least, it is my weekly therapy session. It's my place to come and share my feelings, express myself, be myself to my fullest, and express myself through my art. And I try to make it a safe place for everybody else to come and express themselves as well. So if you'd like to participate in our weekly therapy session and talent show, please message me on Facebook at Dylan Lawler, or email me at lostboy420x@gmail.com. Also, please make sure you go subscribe to us on all the platforms that you find podcasts on. Right now, you can find our audio episodes on Spotify and the video episodes on Facebook and YouTube, and little extra clips on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. So make sure you go subscribe to us on all those platforms. Also, we have a extra show, is sort of a side show to this, called Lost Boys Presents Deep Cuts, which is based around just coming on here and having a deeper conversation, going deeper into what makes me tick, what makes you tick, our deeper thoughts and feelings about the world in general. It's a lot of fun. We've put out about 7 episodes, I think. You can go check that out on the Lost Boys YouTube. Um, so yeah, please make sure you go subscribe and follow and check all that out. And also, if you'd like to donate to us at all, we have a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. Lostboy420x. I apologize for the technical difficulties again, and I apologize that the introduction is a little rushed this week. Having already wasted 5 minutes, I just kind of wanted to get it out of the way. But welcome to the Circle, and all are. I guess the point is all are welcome, and there's no judgment. It is a safe space to express yourself. That is really the main hitting point of the introduction that I try to send home. Um, Now, before we do get into the show, because of the nature of the show and how it can be, or I said it is our weekly therapy session, it can get a little triggering at times. And that is both for artists and for audience members. And I understand that. And if anything we say does trigger you at any point, we understand, and feel free to click out at any point. We understand that the littlest thing can, depending on your personal circumstances and the things you've experienced in your past, like, you never know what thing is going to set something off, or make you feel a certain kind of way. And like I said, this show is for us to express our inner demons and get them out. And I guess in doing that, a lot of people might relate, but not always in a good way. Sometimes relating to something can be bad and bring up bad memories. So if it does that for you, we do apologize, but that is not the goal of the show, and that we hope we can have a good show tonight. But if anyone, whether it be audience member or artist, has any is triggered in any way, please feel free to click out at any moment. And if you are also, sorry, I'm all fucked up because of these technical difficulties, man. I had like what I was gonna say planned out in my head, and then I just all lost it. Also, before we get into the show, I also always try to give, like, I guess my 2 cents or my best piece of advice to anybody who would be struggling with mental health or just in general. Life is tough, man. Bills are tough, work is tough, family's tough, fucking life's tough. And my best piece of advice for that, if you're struggling with anything, is don't keep that shit bottled up. Make sure you get it out there and talk about it, whether it be with a family member or a coworker, or you come on here and talk about it with us, or express it through your art forms, whether that be writing or painting or rapping or whatever it may be. I had a best friend. He passed away a few years ago, but he was a mechanic, and working on cars, like, that was his art form. And like, when I would go like help him work on cars, that's when he would like open up to me, because that was his form of just doing his art form, and then expressing himself, and getting his demons out. And the point is, whatever that is for you, do that. Don't keep it bottled up. Let it out. And just don't be scared to ask for help and talk to people. I mean, I know asking for help can be the scariest thing sometimes, but you can't be afraid to do it, because that shit will eat you alive. So best piece of advice, reach out. Don't keep it bottled up. Also, if you're looking for some professional resources, the Lifeline Crisis Hotline for the United States, at least, I know we do have some foreign guests and watchers, but for the United States, I will look up actually some of the other ones for some of our next episodes. But for the United States, our Lifeline Crisis is 988. You can text that, or call it, or go to the lifelinecrisis.com website, and you'll find resources and stuff like that on hand to help you. There's also betterhelp.com, which is a therapy. It's online therapy. They'll hook you up with a therapist in like 2 days. And the best thing about them, besides the fact that they're one of the cheapest options for therapy, is that they'll switch you out with another therapist if you're not vibing with the therapist they originally hooked you up with. So I think that's really good. It's not a paid promotion by any means. Like I said, it's just a place where I think that people might be able to get some help. And also, I tend to find that if I'm struggling financially, it tends to affect my mental health, and vice versa. So the fact that BetterHelp is one of the cheaper options for therapy just kind of goes hand in hand with that, because I know that I am not the only one whose bills affect their mental health, or mental health affect their bills in some way or the other. So anyway, get some help. Don't keep it bottled up, and I hope we can have a good night tonight. If you want to ask us anything, actually, we have a couple comments already. Well, because I think, yeah, people were saying that I was fucking muted, and yeah, nobody could fucking hear me, but which that's fine. It's all right, whatever. But we apologize for that. And if you want to ask us anything in the comment section, or drop some fire emojis or some reactions to some of our poets tonight, please do so. And I did say poets because these three are lyricists and poets. We do, but like I said before, we do have artists of all kinds, and all are welcome. That being said, I'm gonna read a poem. I'm working on some new stuff for you guys. It's not done yet, so I pulled something like really old out of the depths of whatever. I think I might have done it like once or twice on here, but I don't know. I've been doing this show for like a year and a half now, so I lose track of what the fuck I've done, what I haven't done. This is one of my older pieces. I wrote it. God, I was like 15 or 16. And I have maybe no, actually I have revised it a bit. But it's not a rap, which most of my pieces are more, lyrical miracle type of shit. But this is a actually spoken word piece that I wrote when I was actually watching a lot of spoken word back then. I mean, not that I don't still, but I used to be really into like the Button Poetry channel on YouTube, which I'm still subscribed and I do watch quite a bit. But anyway, this is a spoken word poem, and this is one of those numbered poems because those were really popular a few years ago. And it's called 10 Responses to the Question, How Old Are You? And it goes like this. 1. Old enough to know better and young enough not to care. That is to say, old enough to know that most people aren't going to really listen to someone my age, but young enough to speak anyway. Old enough to know that I should probably just keep my mouth shut so I don't upset anyone, but young enough that the world hasn't silenced me yet. 2. Give me a razor and I will gladly shave away my masculinity so that you can see the boy beneath it. I will gladly shed this manly skin that I have been forced to grow into to meet your expectations. The question is, will you still recognize me afterward? 3. Do not judge a basketball player by the number of games, do you judge a basketball player by the number of games he's played in? Or do you judge him by the number of shots he's made and or missed? Do you judge a book by the number of chapters it has in it or by the story it's told? Do you judge a mother by how many kids she has or by how much she loves them? Do you judge a poem by the length of the prose or by how it made you feel? Do you ever just stop judging? 4. Don't ask me about the places I have gone or how far I have traveled. Ask me what it took to get there. Don't ask me how many scars I have. Ask me how I got them. Don't ask me how many people I have had the time to love. Ask me how much I loved the ones that I have lost. 5. Who do you think knows? Hang on, I lost it. 5. Who do you think knows more about the value of being a man? The 18-year-old kid who just left his family, his friends, and his life behind to get shipped off to Afghanistan so that he can make sure those same people he's leaving behind can be safe and secure and have freedom, even if he can't be with them to share it? Or the 21-year-old in the bathroom of some dive bar in the suburbs of Northern California throwing up his first scorpion bowl? 6. Give me a cup and I will fill it with the tears I have shed over the years and the ones that I have yet to shed so that 21-year-old can get drunk off my pain and tell me that his glass is still half empty. 7. Put on my shoes and tell me they're still a size too small for the adult section in Walmart. Then walk a mile in them and show me the bruises and blisters on your feet afterward. Stand above me and tell me I still have some growing to do, but not before you've seen me at my lowest and been there to witness how high I've climbed. 8. 8. We're giving a presentation on what a man should look like. Please, for the love of God, don't show me another Coors Light commercial with 2 men sitting on the beach having a cold one. Don't show me another Ram truck commercial that proclaims in big, strong, bold letters, "You can move mountains with this truck." Don't show me a cereal commercial that lies and tells you that tricks are for kids. Show me the magic of believing that rabbits really can be pulled from a hat. Show me childish fantasies and make pretend games. Show me backyard play dates with friends you thought you'd have forever. Show me the picture you drew in school when your teacher asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up. Show me the list of people who actually accomplished that goal and are living their dream. Show me the list of people who are still trying. Show me the list of people who gave up. Show me the list of people who just got caught up in life and forgot about it. Show me the lessons you learned along the way. Show me that Nerf dart you accidentally got pegged in the face with at 5 years old because you hadn't quite learned not to trust your older brother yet. Show me the blanket fortress that taught you not to let anyone in. Show me the metal park slide that taught you to cover yourself up so you don't get burned in life. When giving a presentation on what a man should be, introduce me to a boy who feels like he holds the whole weight of the world on his shoulders. A boy who knows there's still magic in it anyway. A boy who knows that his dreams are still possible. A boy who is forced to learn life's harsh lessons early on and has the scars to show for it. Introduce me to a man who believes that he can move mountains all by himself. God damn it, because it wouldn't be the heaviest thing he's carried on his shoulders. 9. Back in my day, we didn't ask such judgmental questions. We just accepted people for who they are. 10. Old enough to know that life is far too short to get hung up on such trivial things as age, and old enough to know that I have far too much left to experience and not nearly enough time. So that was 10 responses to the question, how old were you? How old are you? And God, it feels like I haven't read that since I was 15. Holy shit. But yeah, that was probably the most frequent question I got asked at that age, just because this beard started growing when I was like 10. And yeah, it's not, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, we are gonna get to our first guest of the night, my man Caleb, the spine, the backbone of this show. As I say, he's damn near my co-host at this point. Brandon's just like Brandon's like my side piece. No, no, anyway, my man Caleb is back once again to share some of his amazing lyricism with us. He is the backbone of the show, and he is one of my best friends. And y'all can go check him out on TikTok at CageC790. And I'm going to play his flyer and get him up here for you.
I need a little bit of rehabilitation. I have this compulsion of notion that each brainwave is causing commotion, that each stone slab that I lay causes erosion, each step that I take simply causes contortions, like my reality spits acid and I'm causing this brain to split open while hanging on the rope to my ceiling. I see the life in this message. It brings death in a bottle from my vast ocean, bringing tsunami waves while I harbor the pain through these countless hurricanes. Like so much that I'm stuck in the riptide, and luck is a landline. Once I make it to dirt, you'll see me stuck in the landslide, slipping through earth, trying to weigh time. Pointless hours on minutes, I feel the soul sipping the seconds like bottoms up. I'm drinking hell's essence, contemplating what life means while relaxing, waiting for fiends and relapsing my dreams. If you don't understand what I mean, then me and you simply couldn't be seen, walking side by side. And like glass I walk on, it started to bleed. The mountain like climb gets bigger, and being in the house on the top is the place to be.
What up? How you doing, man?
All right. I'm doing all right.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I think you were here last week, right? I can't even keep track of shit anymore. But well, anyway, welcome back. It's been 6 days since I've seen you. Long time no see. What up? How you been, man?
I've been on.
Oh, you got muted. You muted yourself.
I gotta be able to hear. Yeah. So I have a friend in here that. Anyways, I've been all right. I've been doing all right. Everything's been good. I wrote this fucking song, dude. I'm so fucking excited for it. Dude, I'm so fucking ready for it.
Word. All right. So you been doing shit tonight. All right.
Yes. Oh my god.
You have 2 pieces you're gonna do tonight. All right. So here's how we're gonna do this tonight, and this is just something I'm trying out. and I think I mentioned it before the show, but I'll just mention it just for the audience's sake. We are going to try out. So usually we go, one person does their piece, then we go to the next person, and then we come back around for, people to do the second pieces. This time, how we're going to run things is we'll just do both of them back to back. Of course, with a little bit of commentary in between them, from the other audio or from the other guests. So that being said, are they both new or?
One is new. One is
Okay,
new, and the other is finished. It was unfinished. I've done it on here before, but I have added 2 new verses to it.
Bro, when
And
you okay, all right, you don't even know this man because when he says he adds a fucking verse, when he says he adds a verse or he adds 2 verses, this man wrote a whole new song. Okay, you don't understand. This is. I know what he means when he said he's like, oh yeah, I added to it a little bit, and then this motherfucker will come out with fucking like 4 minutes longer than what he originally wrote. Like, and it's like a 6 to 8 minute fucking song. And it's like, holy shit, all right. Yeah, you added to it, sure. You fucking wrote us a whole new for sure, bro. But all right. So you gonna which one you gonna do first? You gonna do the new one? You're gonna do the old one first?
Revolver. Okay. Now this is probably the most intricate song I have ever wrote. Okay. When I'm reading this, okay, I need you to have the perspective that this is somebody playing Russian roulette solo.
That doesn't sound like much of a game. That just sounds like waiting. Yeah. That's a yeah. All right. Well, I like the perspective on this. So is this the new one or is this the?
This is brand new. I just finished.
This is the new one that you're like, all right, word. I'm fucking hyped about it too because you know what? The last new piece you did was last week for Christmas, and you the week before that for whichever one you did for like Christmas or whatever the fuck it was, like you fucking just murdered that shit. It was so good. It was like on a technical level, like lyrically, it was just amazing. So I am pumped to see what you got now. And yeah, I mean, I'll just get myself out of here and let you get to it.
Put the barrel to my head and pull the emptiness machine. Life's a revolver, the feel of cold steel in my face. Every chamber's a reminder I'm losing the race. Fuck all these lessons they told me to keep. This gun's my therapist when I can't sleep. Barrel to temple, thoughts burn like a match. 6 rounds of regret, I'm striking the latch. Smoke trails linger of ghost I can't erase. Each shot a confession I'm too scared to face. So put the barrel to my head and pull the emptiness machine. Grip tight like a lifeline slipping away. That safety's a joke, like it never meant what it says. Each spin is a gamble, a lie I can't bluff, and the trigger's just there to remind me I'm fucked. Spin the chamber, bet my life on the odds. Every round's a bullet shaped like the flaws. Pull the hammer, feel the weight in my chest. The cylinder turns like a clock gone insane. Every tick's a lesson that's drowning in pain. This isn't a simple duel. It's a war in my head and the enemy's me, but I'm already dead. So put the fucking barrel to my head and pull that emptiness machine. Hollow tip truths cut deep to the core, and every round's a question I choose to ignore, cause this barrel's a fucking liar that's whispering sins. And I'm fucking tired. The chamber is cold and the grip's like a vice. A .38 special round of despair. The cold steel reality choking the air. Each shot's like a scream, I can't let it out. So this revolver's my voice, bleeding my doubt. This trigger's a bitch, but she knows my name. Each pull's a reminder I'm losing this game. I load up my failures. 6 in a row, then put the barrel to my fucking head and pull the emptiness machine. Gunpowder haze where my innocence died. Fuck all the prayers while the chamber spins slow like there's death in the chrome. Spin the barrel again. Bet my life on the odds. Every round's a bullet shaped like the flaws. Pull the hammer. Feel the weight in my chest. This barrel's my prophet preaching despair. Every shot's a sermon and I don't fucking care. The chamber clicks empty but the hate speaks out loud. In this fucked up game I'm lost in the crowd. So Put the barrel to my fucking head and pull that emptiness machine. Then spin the chamber again and let its echoes remain. This revolver's my soul like it's forever stained. I'll load it back, spin the chamber again and feel the slack. 6 hollow whispers in a barrel of black. A cold-hearted bitch with a grip that bites back. This ain't just steel, it's a fucking philosophy. A 6-shot sermon of hypocrisy. And every spin of the wheel's like a game with death. 6 dirty rounds loaded with spite. Each click like a kiss that died in the night. It's all the same scene, so I call it my emptiness machine. It's the last fucking choice when there's nothing at stake. Spin the wheel, let the cold decide. No heart, no mind, the void inside. Spin that fucking chamber again, and I'll bet my life on the odds that every round's a bullet shaped like the flaws. Pull the hammer, feel the weight in my chest. In my gun, each chamber's a question that's loaded with doubt, like click, but no answers. It's not alive, but it sure as hell feeds on the hollow inside, so pull that fucking hammer back and empty the machine. Then, when the barrel stops, there's nothing to see. Just a tool of destruction. It's not about me. 6 rounds to nowhere. A brutal routine. It's just life on the edge of my emptiness machine.
Damn, bro. God damn. I see what you mean about intricate. And for those, like, not everybody is going to catch like the intricate details of like what you're doing with the lyrics and what you're doing with the syllables and the rhyme schemes. But man, like, yo, you are getting so much more technical. And I love that I get to see that. I love that I get to see from like, because you've been on the show since like almost day one, right? Like a year and a half, right? So I've seen like how, and you, I will fully admit this to you. When I first met you, you were not like technical at all. Like you were so much dialed in. Like, not that you weren't good, but like you have so much dialed in on like the technical aspect of like how you put your syllables together in your lyrics, and it is so fucking good, bro. And yo, you had a couple lines. We were going off in the fucking private chat over here. Like, you had a couple lines like our new guest actually, one of the lines that popped out for him was, "This trigger is a bitch and she know my name." Oh man, that was. And then the line that really fucking clicked for me, like that was like, I don't know why it hit me the way it did, but it was like you said each click is a kiss that died in the night. I was like, shit, dude. And the way that you had that rhyme scheme like tapered out it wasn't just like the last syllable, right? It was the entire sentence was rhyming with the entire next sentence, and you've been getting so much better at that. And you know that I appreciate that technical aspect of it, because when I write like lyrics, like that's how I write, is I'm very dialed in on the technical aspect of it. But man, just as far as like, as always, the passion you put into it, and how just I can feel almost every fiber of your being, and like especially the story you were trying to tell of this man just like on the edge. And I know that a lot of it comes from your own personal like demons and your own personal experiences and stuff. I hope that you're not sitting there about to shoot yourself. I would really, really, really hope that, because we love you and everybody here loves you. But I understand that when you write stuff like that, as I do myself, it comes from a personal place, and you can just really feel that, and you can feel the angst and the anger and the energy, and just I don't know what to call it, but the fed upness of it all. If UPS and I like to say if FedEx and UPS merged, it'd be called Fed Ups. And you had a very Fed Ups vibe. Like you felt you felt the energy there, and it was tangible and it was palpable. And to do that, not like, because the one thing I love here is that artists can come on here and through the camera from hundreds of miles or whatever away, and express so much passion through a camera, right? Because obviously it's hard to get that type of crowd reaction or that type of like energy and that passion across if you're not performing live, but you like the energy you bring is like a like stage performance almost. That the way I feel it, and it's only missing like for that one. And I was gonna say it's only missing a beat, but for that one, I would just like do like, oh man, like a strings, just like a light or like a light like piano or something, and then like I don't know, maybe just like a.
That's
I'd
no.
have, I'd have to play with that because that would have to be like a deep, like slow beat. You know what I'm saying?
The anthem I had in my head whenever I was doing that was like a bass guitar string, just a singular plug of a bass guitar string.
Just ding, ding. Yeah, yo, that would be perfect. No, that would be perfect. That's yeah, because I was gonna say it would have to be something like for that it would have to be something so because it's so lyrically complex. The beat would have to complement it by being simple. You know what I mean? And just on that, you could even just do it to like a fucking metronome almost. But like, yeah, yeah, to complement it, I think the beat would have to be something slow, like just a single piano note or a single guitar note, like you were saying. For sure, for sure. Yeah, dude, that I love that fucking piece. I love that piece as a poem, as a rap, as a whatever. Whether it has a beat behind it, whether it's acapella, fucking, I love that fucking piece, and I think you are getting so much better with your technicals, bro. Like, I can't. I just like every time you come on, like I'm a fan of you at this point where I'm like, yo, what's he got next? What's he got next? You know, I can't wait to see what you got next, bro. So this is dope new piece, especially like I said, I'm a word nerd, so I talk a lot about the technicals, but yeah, for sure, man. Good piece. All right, now if the rest of our guests are ready, I am going to bring them up for just a minute, to just give their comments and feedback, on the piece. And I guess we'll start with Nia. What did you think about the piece?
Bro, when I tell you, you basically just went off like a semi-automatic. Like you just
Right.
you loaded the chamber and it was round for round. Like I'm you just sat here and inspired a whole thought process in my head. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to come tiptoe in your vault. And I want to come dance inside your head for real.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
It was most definitely different. I like the wordplay, the delivery, the cadence, the flow of it. It was fire. You did a wonderful job, man.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Paulus, what you think?
You know you're my favorite. I love coming on the show when you on here because I know you want to really, really make me think. I love the piece because I can relate to it. Sometimes you got to think like that in order to get through some of the stuff you're going through. Because sometimes your biggest opponent is yourself. So, dope. I can't wait to hear it on the track so I can bump it in my ears while I'm working out.
Yeah.
Mm,
Here.
for sure. That's what I was saying. Definitely needs some kind of beat. Definitely needs some kind of something. Yo, bro.
And look, that whole poem was a double entendre. Let's
Man,
get it straight. Let's just keep it a dollar. That whole thing was a double entendre. Like, who write like that? Like, come on.
This man.
I'm schizophrenic.
Yeah, you were cutting out a little bit there, but if you, it's not working. I don't know what your mic. I don't know if you're moving it around. If your hands over the mic, I don't know. The thing I go ahead.
Can you?
Kind of. It's like mostly static though.
Is it okay?
Oh, there you go. You're good
Okay.
now.
All right. Okay. No, I said I'm schizophrenic, so I'm able to do that because I have like multiple thought processes at one time going. So being able to like that. That's how I'm able to do it.
And
That's
I've
dope.
always loved that like about you is he writes his things from multiple perspectives and he's able to see multiple perspectives, and that's kind of what I was saying about like, you know, the being able to feel the angst and the expression of the story he's trying to tell, well, like, and knowing that like he is able to like put himself in those shoes and put it in and see it from that perspective, because like and that's a lot of what the show is about, is we all have a dark part of ourselves, you know,
Yeah,
and
fact.
that's really what we use the art for, is to, you know, to express that and to get that out, and he does it fucking fantastically, for sure. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. And going with our testing new format here, we're gonna get into your second piece now. And I'll just let you go ahead and take it away with the title and introduction.
Is my mic working okay? Is
Mhm.
everything working? Okay.
A little staticky, but I can hear you.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. So hold on. The title of this one, you didn't actually say the title.
Oh, it's literate.
Oh, there we go. Yep. All right, man. I will get myself out of here and let you get.
I'll expose what I'm used to. My alphabet's like building blocks too simple for me to use. Immature literature, I'll capture the mature illiterate amateurs, then reiterate the lessons with vile confessions. A mile of contestants in my head, what voices to use? Makes my spit turn vicious, what comes out invictus? Trust choices, not voices. My poisoned alphabet turns your face green, and I've seen what's obscene. You can't escape when it comes to me. Go hard on the beat, you bob your head to me. Control you like I owned you, continue so I'll drown you. Cold so I don't care if I smack you or hurt you, and if I snap, then I'll hit you with the back. My hand won't stop cause I know you. It'll still blow through cause like I said, I'd own you. Break you at your knees, try to walk away from me. Say a verse with more syllables than what's on my paper. You see, progressions are my professions. I keep them at bay for recollection and make my innovation convincing. My ritual confides inside what rhymes to decide to mine out of what's left in my head. Every breath is fed. Everything I said is bred like rats. Words come out in viral packs, then spread like the plague. And when it hits you, you'll fall quick. You be dead. See, I'm a visionary. Brain lucid, I see pictures. Mental convictions relapse my intentions. Collapse shorn center visions and create a brain collision. Alienate your hearing till your mind freezes. Till you catch your head weaving, bobbing in season. I ain't leaving till I have you breathing heavy and waiting. Each word comes with a hearse. That means if you come at me, you'll find yourself in a verse. Lurch on me, I'll swing, bring you up off your knees, and then probably hit you. My imagination spreads far. Words could stretch across nations if they wasn't made in my brains. I'm amalgamations. I spit acid with precision. You go flaccid when it hit. It'll cause paralysis once you hear my analysis. Your face will feel these calluses when my hand darts across it and makes you buckle at the knees, makes me chuckle at the breeze. I'll just sit and watch you freeze. Make your body seize up. I'm not here to appease you. Like a servant, I'll turn it around and make you feel inadequate, then laugh at it. Take you by your neck and hear the snap from it. Add the kerosene like the gas and watch your ass get blasted. I'll expose what I'm used to. My alphabet's like building blocks too simple for me to use. Trust choices, not voices. My poisoned alphabet turns your face green. You've seen what's obscene. Now bow to the unseen. Then choke on every word like it's a fate you can't reshape. I'll control you like I own you. Break you down till I mold you. Cold veins with no heart, so I'll fold you. Choke the life from your throat and I'll hold you. Step in my domain, I'll drown you in disdain. And when I snap, it's a blackout when my alphabet is the weapon. See, cause I'm a visionary and every word is upgraded. Twist your perception and cause a mental collision. I'll alienate your mind till it's caught in a prison. I spit acid with precision and make your body cease from the seizure. Like it's the end of the line and the last thing that you hear. But when the words come alive, you won't breathe, you'll freeze.
Yo, so I feel like I have an unfair perspective on this piece, right? Because this is the piece that I've like been there to witness, like the creation of, like the because you wrote the skeleton of this piece like 2 years ago, right? And I had it actually as it was your original flyer that we were using for like 4 to 6 months, if you remember correctly. It was your original flyer. And I just remember, and it was just like a 30-second clip of it, but I remember just even then thinking, I was like, if he buckled down on this one, this one could really fucking go off. And I was 100% right, because I really love, and that's why I say I have like an unfair perspective on it, because I really love what you had and where you took it from what it was, and how you developed not only on the flow patterns and the rhyme schemes, but also on the ideas and the concepts in what you had originally wrote. And as I know that's not fair to say, because other people can't see the same perspective or see what even verses that I'm talking about. And I'm not going to sit here spending 10 minutes trying to quote all of them, but I really, as someone who has seen that perspective, and hey y'all, if you want to see the same perspective, just it's simple. Just go to my YouTube and watch all the episodes. But no, man, I just really appreciate how much you've grown. And like, again, I said it with the last piece, but like, especially with this piece, because I've seen the bare bone skeleton of it and how it grew, and you know, how you put the meat on it and whatnot. But just your growth has been fucking phenomenal, bro. And again, I keep stressing it, but like, you are getting like, so the bare bone skeleton of that was like, it was like, it felt like a hook almost, right? It felt like something you would write as a hook and then expand on with verses, right? Because it was catchy, it had a good rhyme scheme and pattern. The original, like when you started, like one of the lines I'll quote is like, I something on the beat, you bob your head to me, like that like rhyme switch up and flow, and then you switch up the rhyme scheme right after that. I go hard on a beat, you bob your head to me, and then you switch up the rhyme scheme right after that, and because that was right from the original. And see again, I'm not going to get into all that because it's not fair for other people who haven't seen the entire thing to its creation. But to make a long story short, I just love seeing the creation of it from start to finish, and how you have developed not only in your storytelling and your concepts, but again, on a technical level, you are just getting so much better from the rhyme schemes and the syllables and the way you put your words and sentences together, man. I love, like, your shit is one of my favorite to break down. That's why I love that we have the type of relationship that we do, where we like send each other shit on Messenger and fucking, like, you know, hit each other up with verses and shit, because like I love sitting there and breaking down your verses, because they are, at the end of the day, too complex for me to sit here and break down in the 5-10 minutes I have to talk to you about them on here. So but yeah, man, so thank you for sharing that with us, and you know, just thank you for being here and just sharing your shit with the world in general, man. It's fucking, keep doing what you're doing. And like, I think I said this to you last week, but like, there is no limit for you. The sky's not even, like, you can keep going. Stars, moon, fucking planets we haven't even fucking heard of yet. Man, the honestly, the stratosphere is the goal here. And I know you can, I know how high you can shoot. And yeah, man, just keep going and keep fucking writing. And again, I say this every time, but I cannot wait to see what you have next, because I know that each piece that you put out is going to be like, even if it's not like a significant like switch up from the last one or what you were doing, like, you hone your skill a little bit every time, like you sharpen that knife just a little bit with each fucking stroke. I feel like every song that you do, it's like another stroke on the fucking the stone, and you sharpen that knife just a little bit more every time. You just get a little bit sharper with it, and a little bit quicker with that blade. And man, I like, fucking deadly, bro. Deadly, fire as fuck. And that being said, I'm gonna bring everybody else to see what they thought. And we'll start with my new man, new guest to the circle.
Man, straight fire. Man, every word come with a hearse. Talk to him nice. Talk to him nice. Man, you had so many one-liners. It was crazy. I love one-liners. Like a poet can get me just off of one line.
Mm,
Every word comes with a hearse.
mm.
Fire.
Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate you. Hell yeah.
I love that shit. Nia, what'd you think? Oh,
You
you're
gotta
muted.
unmute.
You're muted. You got Dylan syndrome. Hold on. Let me unmute you. I got you. I got you.
There we
There
go.
you
I'm
go.
over here
You're
holding the whole conversation.
Look.
good.
First off, the rhyme scheme, the cadence, the flow, man, just magnificent. I'm just sitting here like you over here got me writing down words, looking for rhyme. I over here looking for my next rhyme scheme over here.
Talk to him nice.
Mm. You better. You better. The motherfucker, dude, that motherfucker is deadly. I told you. I
Look.
told you.
Fire. Fire.
No, fuck, man, it's deadly.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Polish,
talking
what do
about
you think?
straight deadly.
I am dead. Like I don't even want to perform. Like you didn't shut
Don't
me
do
down.
that. Don't do that.
Like like
But
I'm sitting here, and usually, when you put me in the ring, I'm on go mode, I'm on demon time. But right now, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this ain't the week for me. I gotta rethink this. I
Look.
gotta go back in the lab.
nah, if
My God,
anything, he made me want to go back in the again. Yeah, just go back into the lab and
I'm a piggyback off of what he said. Every word got a hearse. Like, wait a minute. So that means when you talk to me, you just killing me off the top. Like, don't talk to me at all, sir. Wait a minute.
Look.
Wait a
Look.
minute. My chest hurt. Like, wait a minute. Wait a
Look.
minute. Like, every time he would say something, I was stuck on that to catch what he was saying. Like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, yo. Like, God, like, you was on demon time. Like, you had to get something off your chest. Whew.
man's got a word for a hearse for every word,
What?
a body bag for every bar.
Look. I'm trying to
God
tell you.
damn.
Man, he hurt my feelings. I ain't even do nothing to him, but he just hurt my feelings. Like,
Cage just got
I'm
unleashed.
still
I'm
stuck on that one.
sorry. Whatever I did or I didn't do, I am sorry. Like, please
Look.
accept my apology. I am sorry.
Yo, I
I
love
will
it.
put
I
down my
love it.
pen. You win. Like, okay.
Straight
I'm
fire.
going back to the lab. Gotta rewrite some shit now. Gotta rewrite
Exactly,
some
right?
shit. Fuck.
Man, bro,
No, I'm
when I
about to go.
look, you see me sitting here with my pen in my hand.
I can't
Look.
even
The
pick up
man
my
that made
pen.
me pull
Wait
my
a
pen.
minute. You got enough strength to pick up a pen. I can't even look at a pen right now. I'm so
Look.
disgusted
That's
at
how you write.
myself. Like,
That's how you
Mm,
write.
I'm
fuck
like, how
yeah.
dare you not come up with stuff like that and I hold you in my hands? How dare you? Like,
Look.
no.
Yeah, my man goes hard. My man goes hard. That's why, like I said, he is the backbone of the show, and that's why he comes on so often. Is because he kills it every fucking time, no matter what he's got going on. Like I mean, this man's a family man, fucking always doing his fucking thing, and has family to take care of in the background. Well, he's still fucking doing this shit all the fucking time. We've seen him, and he still every time comes on here and spits it flawlessly. It doesn't matter whether he's fucking chasing little kids or fucking half a fucking bottle into fucking a bottle of whiskey. He comes on here and spits this shit so fucking every time, bro. Even if even when he's on here doing shots and shit, like this man just like spitting,
Straight fire.
it's spitting bars,
He got his
yeah,
Bud Light, man.
fuck yeah. All right, yo. Well, appreciate that, man, and for everyone else, we had an original order before, but since we have a new guest, I'm gonna go ahead and let him go next. If that's okay with everybody.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Are you good? Are you good with that?
Yeah,
yep.
I'm okay, but I wasn't ready. I was drinking my water. I almost
No, no,
spit my
no.
water
I'll
out.
do your introduction and play your flyer first. That's why I wanted to give everybody a warning, so I didn't
Okay,
just like
okay.
drop it. Oh, hey, but yeah, because you did join a little late before. Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that was cool with you. Are
Is
you
my
good with that?
sound good? Is my sound good?
Yeah, you sound good. I like
Okay,
your
okay.
mic. In fact, I like
Appreciate
your
it,
mic.
appreciate it.
All right, word. So I will introduce my man here. Um, He is the newest guest of the circle. And he goes by the name TK the Poet. I'm gonna probably call you TK if that's cool. For the length of this podcast, but y'all can go follow him on Facebook at TK the Poet. That's TKDA POET. On Twitter, which is actually X, I suppose. At the real Jesus, sorry, the real TK the Poet. And then on YouTube is Black Room Media, and on YouTube, on Black Room Media, you can find multiple podcasts that he does about a variety of subjects. Actually, I've got a list of them here: the Honest Truth, Reaction Vibes, Poetry Life, and Tinfoil Cap, which I am particularly intrigued about. You know how we feel about conspiracies on this show. We love our conspiracies here. So, welcome to the circle. And I made you a little flyer here, so I'll play that and get him up here.
Hey, what's going on?
What up, man? How you doing?
Doing great, man. I'm glad
Appreciate you being
you
on
had
here.
me on your show, man. First time guest, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we try to make it like a really like cool, comfortable vibe where we're all just like chilling out. You know what I mean? Nothing
Yeah,
too
it's most
like
definitely a vibe. I like it.
professional. But yeah, man, welcome to the circle. We appreciate you being here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and these podcasts that you do
Well, like you
and your
said, my name
poetry,
is
of
TK
course.
the Poet. I'm TK the Poet. You already know it, so you ain't gotta quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Yeah, I wrote it. I got a couple things
Mm.
going on. I got a couple podcast show, The Honest Truth, where I had people come up. I asked some questions, and we just keep it with $1. We gonna keep it $1 on The Honest Truth. We just speak our honest truth. That's it. So if you like that and tune in at the real talk and just keeping it 100, hey, join the honest truth. And also with poetry life, we have poets come up, we talk about poetry. I do reaction on poetry poets that's on Twitter or X. Let me say X. It's not
Yeah,
Twitter no more. So
whatever.
I do reaction vibes. And I just want to put dope poetry out there and let people know that poetry is fire. We are the best writers in the world, you know so
Heck yeah.
then I have my 10 for your cap, the conspiracy theories, like you say, like we like to see what's real, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
JF Kennedy, who really shot you? Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. So, 10 for your cap is really fire, it's different, different. We talk about different conspiracies. So, if you like that, tune into that. And I got my reaction vibes where I just react to different things I see on YouTube or whatever, And then also, let me say this. This is something new that I have going on. And this goes to for all the poets. I'm creating a poetry league.
Oh man, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you're
Look,
right. I did want you to explain exactly what that meant though, because I wasn't exactly sure.
okay, so look, the poetry league consists of 20 poets across the United States. So I'm getting the top 20 poets, and they're gonna be in the league, and each poet go against each other twice. So that's 40 matches. So in this league, we're gonna see who is the top poet. Your record's gonna reflect, if you at the top or you at the bottom. Then also you got stats as the poet, or who's the most valuable poet, who's the rookie of the year. We're gonna make this fun and entertaining. We're gonna put poetry on another map.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. We actually, in fact, have some award-winning poets in here tonight.
Okay,
What
okay.
she one of these poets actually, in fact, just won a poet award. Like I think it was like last week or some shit, or the week before.
Mm.
Well, when she gets on here, I'll have her talk about that. But yeah, no, I I would actually recommend This is not just to plug my own shit, but go join the Lost Boys Facebook. There's a lot
Go
of people
join it
on there.
now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people on there that you'll find. That I mean, even people who aren't on the show, you'll find tons and tons of fucking posts to connect with.
Okay.
For sure. And I mean, there's definitely a few other groups that I could suggest that I'll hit you up in private chat. But yeah, I mean, we have quite the community here of people who would definitely be interested in
look. Let me not to cut your wisdom, but it's gonna be fire. You know, we're gonna have a playoffs, which I hold every year. Champion of Poetry Life. It's a 7-week tournament. Each week is a different task that you got to do. So, like the first week might be an open, poet. Then the next week, I may give you a topic that you got to write about. So, it's different tasks each week. Then at the last, we'll see, who's the champion of Poetry Life. But this year, we're gonna do something different. We're doing it different. The grand prize of being champion of Poetry Life is gonna be $3,000. We're gonna keep it 3 stacks. We're gonna keep it 3 stacks. And so it's gonna be fire. Then at the last event that I'm gonna have, I'm gonna fly the last 4 poets out. We're gonna have a host. I'm gonna fly you out, put you in hotels. Everything gonna be. I'm gonna treat y'all like stars. So we're gonna have a big event. The last 4 are gonna battle out and see who's gonna be champion of Portrait Life, and you collect your $3,000 that night.
Word. I see it.
We gonna change the game.
What, man? I love. You know what I can see right away in you is that you have vision, and I think I was talking about this last week on one of my episodes, or maybe the week before. But one of the most important things to me, as a person and as an artist, is being able to have a clear vision in your head of what you want and keep that vision and not let go of it. And I can see right away that you're someone that's like, I have a vision of exactly what this is, what I want it to be, what it's going to be. And that's one of the most important things about creating anything, whether it be a league, a piece of art, a fucking, a whatever. You got a paper plane, you gotta have the image of what it's going to look like when it's done in your fucking head and not let go of it. And
it's going down. It's going to start in July. We're going to have jerseys, where I'm going to make baseball jerseys and put your name on the back and everything. You're going to have the logo. And when we perform our poetry, you have to have your jersey on because, you represent the league. What sports should you play that you don't have to have a jersey to get in the game? You got to put on the jersey to play. That. So, then this also gives the poet merch to sell. You have your own jersey. You can sell your own jersey. Then you can make revenue by selling your merch. So it gives poets, a chance to hustle. Get your family, friends, and buy your jersey and support you as a poet. We put in poetry on another level this year. It's 2025.
Fuck yeah. Yo, you should have been on our fucking New Year's episode last week. Coming in with the goals hot. Coming in with the fucking goals and the fucking plans. Not even just goals. Like, you got his plans. Like, this man's got plans. This man's going like, this man's got directions.
Look, I just made a Facebook page for the Poetry League. It's Poetry Life League. It's brand new. I just made it today, so you ain't got that many people on it. But I'm trying to grab all the poets and just go on Facebook and go on Poetry Life League.
Poetry Life League. Go check it out, yo. Make sure you make make sure you go check that out. Follow him. Get up on his. It's a group. Is it you made a group?
No, it's a Facebook page. It's a regular Facebook page.
Oh, it's just like, so it's just like a page you can follow. Okay. Right. Yeah. All right. Everybody make sure you go follow that. The Lost Boys group is actually, so it's different than just like a regular page. It's like a group where like everybody can post in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, everybody make sure you go in and check that out. Yeah, that sounds super fucking interesting. And some I might be interested in checking out. I'll have to see.
I'm also looking for judges.
Sounds like a big fucking commitment. So
it is. It's a league. It's a league.
My friend.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I was going to say. Oh, look, we talking at the same time. Look, but what I was gonna say is it's 20 poets, so there's 40 matches for each poet, and it all comes down to like 800 matches all together.
Mm.
That is a lot of poetry.
That's a fuck ton of poetry.
That's a
That
lot of
is
poetry.
that's definitely a league.
Look, talk. We gotta talk.
Mm-hmm. My friend earlier, he when I was going over everybody's introductions and shit, with my buddy Brandon, who helps me produce the show, he was like, "What is it? What's a poetry league?" And I was like, "I assume it's like a Justice League, but for poets instead of superheroes." Which I mean, that's what it sounds like at the best of the best, you know. Come out
Right,
on, yeah. I mean,
right.
yeah, for sure.
Top 20.
That sounds super dope, man. That sounds
Look,
super dope.
appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah. So you got some work for us tonight?
Yeah, I got some work for him. You know, my first poem, "My Life Not Yours." Uh,
All right.
that is kind of personal poem that I have to introduce who I am and stuff like that. So you know, I'm giving a little bit of myself in this poem. So you know, I hope y'all enjoy it.
Good. That's actually literally the thing that we strive for the most in this show and just in this community in general is just being yourself and expressing yourself. So
Right.
hell yeah, man. I'll get myself out of here and let's get to it.
Okay, let's go. Hi, I'm TK the poet, Israel. I'm not controlled by chemtrails or witches with spells. Walking in darkness blindly as I try to find my way. As I bump against the wall and words start appearing in my head. You're smart, you're great, you're a king, you're powerful, you're omnipotent, you're a warrior, you're a leader, you're a blessing. Then I realize all those bumps on my wall was in braille. See, my life not yours. See, I really have to endure pain. Asking guys questions like, why you say my mother from dying? You let my father live, then he died. I guess there is power in the tongue, but those same words let me numb inside. Suicide, what I thought about multiple times. But I was too afraid to try like skydiving. See, my life not yours. My pain, my hurt, my anger, I try to bury it. I'm telling you, it's some scary shit. When you can hear the devil voice over God's no lie. But I never told y'all the truth because the lie's more entertaining than me telling y'all the truth. It's not gonna stop these dark clouds from raining. That's why I realized why I've been in the dark for so long. Because I was in my mind. I can't reminisce about struggle times. See a lot of people try to get rid of their demons. Guess what? I had to summon mine. See, my life not yours. Because I really have to sleep on park slides and walk into my partner's house just to take a shower and still go to school and give these niggas high fives. And someone told me when you're speaking from the heart, it ain't got around. Just know that I've been through some gruesome shit. Hockey mask, old clothes. That's a Jason fit. I'm tired of small rooms. Ain't no space in it. Like some basement shit when I really had to go down there and face some shit. But I really don't expect y'all to understand. But I understood when I had to take a 5-year plea deal because I know my Cody's going to take the stand. Listen, man, I made a change in my life not because I wanted to, because I had to. I couldn't walk in my pop shoes. I had to get my own pair. And life is not fair, and I can't control the hand I was dealt. Just know I'm gonna play it the best way I know how, even if I have to play it with 5 fouls. And if Yahweh my witness, I'm not gonna stop until I witness. But what if I don't? Y'all probably say, man, you gave it your best shot. But I can't accept that. I can't go for 10 for 10 and miss the last shot to stop. So what y'all willing to accept is not what I'm willing to accept. Because my life not yours. Because now I have a family that depends on me. There's been a lot of bending knees, bleeding knees, asking please. Then a voice came to me and said, boy, you been blessed. Now I got up and say, yes, indeed. See, my life not yours. See, my past mistakes or what made me great. It made me realize I can survive the worst. See, I ain't need no pastor, no preacher, no pope that sit up in the church. Because the one who give you the word first is the one who judge you first. That's why I say I'm gonna create my own lane. And no matter how hard it get, I won't throw in the towel. So before you judge me, just look at the type of life that I came from. And just remember, my life not yours. TK the poet.
Woo! God damn.
You know,
God damn. Let me get some fire emojis up in those comments. Holy shit, bro. All right,
appreciate
yo.
it, man. My life not yours.
First and foremost, man, you made a comment, I think it was like yesterday or something about how you don't really rap. Man, yo, the fucking double, triple, and quadruple rhyme schemes on that are more layered and more complex than most rap songs that I have heard, let alone that. I mean,
Appreciate it, man.
bro, like your lyrical fucking complexity is off the fucking charts. Brandon was sitting here, his jaw damn near dropped to the fucking floor, bro. Like,
I appreciate it,
yo,
man.
you went off, and
My
yo, let
life
me
not
tell you, when
yours.
you said right at the beginning there, when you said some most people have to bury their demons, I had to summon mine.
That's
Bro,
a fact.
I felt that on such a fucking deep level.
That's
Like
a
that.
fact.
Oh man, I felt that on such a fucking deep level because that is the essence and the core of everything that I personally write about, and that fuels me is, and I have a line in one of my pieces where I say like, people don't want to see the happiness, and they want to see the scars and the and the things that tear you apart and shit. Like that's what drives me at the end of the day is the shit I've been through, and the shit that continues to fuck with me in my mind, and it's those demons, and using them as strength and as fuel has been one of the most empowering things that
Because I
I
like
have personally
let's
done in
keep
my
it a
life.
dollar. You need them because it's gonna be some times where
Mhm.
you're gonna have to some. A lot of people, like I said, they try to bury or get rid of their demons, but no, sometimes you need to keep some of those because you never know when you might need them. Let's keep it a dollar.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know?
100%. Yo, you should have a podcast just called "Let's Keep It a Dollar." You should change. You should change. You should change the honest. The honesty.
And keep it a
Yeah.
keep. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a
Yeah.
dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep it a dollar. Have a whole podcast.
I might do that. I like that. I like
That's
that.
a good catchphrase. I like that. Let's keep it a dollar. Just yeah. Fuck yeah, man. But yo, I also like the one where the line where you said with Yahweh as my witness, I ain't gonna stop until it's finished, or I ain't gonna stop until I finish, or something like that.
Mhm.
Not just the concept of that, and like how empowering that felt, and the way you said that line, the performance of it. But particularly the like rhyme scheme was, a it was a double rhyme. It was double, if not triple rhyme scheme, because Yahweh as my witness, and you rhymed somehow. You rhymed Yah, and I see why you didn't use, because you used Yahweh to you rhyme the a syllable. And this is like
Mhm.
me. I just love like breaking down the technicals,
Right.
but you used the a in Yahweh to rhyme with stop.
Mhm.
Yeah, stop. And
Yeah.
I just loved like breaking down those little technicals in the double rhyme schemes. And they were throughout the whole fucking piece. That's just one that I could remember off the top of my head.
Well,
That's one of those pieces I'm gonna have to go back and listen to over and over again, because
look,
man,
I
uh
appreciate it, man.
is so fucking so good on a technical level, on an emotional level,
Yeah.
just from an introduction standpoint of who you are.
Mhm.
Amazing piece. Probably one of the best like introductory pieces that we've had from a new guest. So
Look, and the reason why I say my life not yours, because me growing up, everybody had these expectations of me. Oh, you supposed to do this, you supposed to be this, or you supposed to act like this, or you should walk like this. My life not yours. I didn't have the same upbringing or same lifestyle that other people have. So other people perception on my life, like you can't do that. My life not yours.
fuck yeah, dude. I love the way that is phrased too, because at the end of the day, and we have a phrasing that we like to say on here a lot, and that one of our guests actually invented. It's on me, and we always
Mhm.
like to say shit's on me, because at the end of the day, that shit is on you, and at the
Facts,
end of the
facts.
day, it's my life, not yours. Like at the
Hashtag
end of the
on
day,
me.
it's on me.
Yeah.
It's my life,
Mhm. That's a
and
fact.
I love the way you express that in your piece,
Appreciate it,
man.
man.
That was dope. That was dope. I'll bring everybody else up, see what they thought about it. Yo, Caleb, bro, I want to hear what you thought, man, because bro, this man went off.
He straight he
Those were
straight said that's a
bars.
Jason fit. He straight made a whole ass clothesline and said that's a Jason fit. Nah, dude, that was gas as fuck, bro. That was
Appreciate
amazing. That was so good. Like I was crazy. And look, everybody on here right now are like my favorite people. Like I love this whole group that's going on right now, and you've just entered that, bro. Because everybody here's about to spit some gas ass shit. And for you to come in and I ain't heard nothing that you done, dude, that was spectacular. That was amazing. It was so cool.
Like that's one of my favorite pieces. My life, not yours, though. Because that's my life. You know.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, Lady Crucible, what'd you think? Let's make sure you're unmuted here. I got you.
Okay, there I go. Man, you say you've never done rap before?
No, I used to rap. I just don't rap no more. I'm not a rapper. I used to
Well, I
rap,
got
but
news for
um,
you. I got news
I'm
for
not
you,
a rapper.
bro.
I'm a
I
poet.
got news. I got news for you, bro. And you got you still got it. You still got it. You still got the fire. You still got that fire, bro. For sure.
And the rhyme scheme was just sick with it.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true, but I heard once that rap stands for rhythm and poetry. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but I like to think it is. I like to think it is because I write both. I write rap and poetry. Man, y'all spitting some fucking bars out here. Y'all making me want to go back to the lab and rewrite some shit.
Look, hey, stay writing. Nope, don't stop writing. Keep writing.
Fuck yeah. Word. Yo, I might do another piece for you guys at the end or something like that.
Hey, go
We'll
off.
see. We'll see.
Go off.
We'll see. All right. So that being said, we'll get. Oh, sorry. I mean, I didn't even let Poetless speak. Go ahead, Poetless.
My favorite line out of that was, "You can't walk in your father's shoes. You have to get your own pair." And
Look, that's a fact.
by me being my father's first daughter and I'm the oldest, I felt that because it's like I had to be him. I had to be the female version of him. Until I realized I can't do that on no level. I have to go
Yeah, that's
put
a fact.
his penny loafers down and go get my pump to walk my own life out. So
Yeah.
that was really, really dope. So I felt all of that.
Look, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. All right. So we'll get to this second piece you got. What's the second piece you got for
The
us tonight?
second piece is Still I Rose. Now,
All right.
give you a little background on this. Still I Rose. One of my friends, she was a judge on one of my Champions of Portrait tournaments one year. And we were having a discussion about Maya Angelou, and she's like, "Well, Maya Angelou is the best poet." I'm like, "She alright, it was good during her time, but I give all respects to the legend, but my pen different. So she was talking about once you redo one of her poems, I say, you know what? Let me do Still I Rise, but this I did a little rendition, and I call it Still I Rose.
All right. All right.
Shout out to Maya Angelou. Hope I do you some justice by this poem.
Hell yeah. All right. I'll just get myself out of here and I'll let you get to it.
Okay. As I sit at the park, watch my children play without a care in the world, flying kites, balloons just drifting away, had me thinking about my childhood, how I never had the opportunities or amenities, never no pleasantries. Just days laying in that grass, looking at these pleasant trees. Just thinking how my life would be. I never thought in a million years that I have all these fucked up memories. See, they told me I wasn't gonna amount to nothing. And I said, nothing? Well, that's something. I never believed what I was told. Yes, I found out the world was cold. But then that's when I realized it was the perfect time for me to grow. Like a flower, breaking through concrete and metal, still I rose. Up against all the odds even better had against myself, still I rose. Against all my naysayers, down players, hi haters. Still I rose like my children's balloon, just drifting away with no destination. Like me, I had to get away. It didn't matter where I was or where I was at, I knew I had to find my way. See, that's a different type of journey, but still I rose, like Jesus on the third day. Yeah, I had to die too, but not physically, but mentally. See, I can grow spiritually. See, it was a hex on me. So I had to drop to my knees and pray to the Most High to cure me. And he did it instantly. That's why I don't doubt myself, because I overcame my adversities. Now I pray standing up. Yeah, ain't no more bleeding knees. Now I can see there's no more dark days. No more days of me being depressed. How? When the Most High said I was blessed. And still I rose and I continue to rise like the morning sun. that's waking me up from my slumber to face another day I know I can conquer. There's no more fears, no more sad tears, but joy when I cried out. But someone told me to try Yahweh, and I found out he loved me. And he told me, you know why you rose? Because that was the flower of love and you were shows. So I paused for a second. I didn't want to question his authority. And he told me, I'm going to need more than your loyalty. I need you to build your integrity. Because there's going to be some days you're going to feel like I'm not there, but I still need to keep that same intensity, that same energy, that same love for me. So Still I Rose is more than a slogan. It's my life. Still I Rose. TK the Poet.
I feel like that one needs a minute to breathe, but goddamn, this is a podcast, so I'll keep talking. No, I mean, goddamn, yo, that one had so much fucking energy, and just if the last one was what we like to call an on me moment, that one what took it to a whole nother level. Like it really, someone recently on another podcast I was on, said to me, that she told me that I was a giant and that I should step like one, and it really stuck with me. And man, that was you stepping like a giant if ever I seen it. Like that shit was so, just the self-empowerment was literally palpable. Taste it, feel it in the air, palpable. Um Absolutely, like that's the type of shit like you listen to on the way to a boxing match, or like, you know what I'm saying, like that was, um that's just fucking, I mean, and again, just being a fan of rap and a big fan of hip hop, that is, um why I get such a hip hop vibe from you, because the thing that I love most about hip hop and about rap is the self empowerment, and how that particular brand, and to me rap is poetry, but to me
Right.
that particular brand of poetry allows you to just grab hold of your self confidence and fucking just like, you know what I mean, and or find your self confidence, and then you,
Right.
and finally use it, and that's what it's always been for me, and that's why I've always connected with that particular brand of poetry, um and that's why I get such the hip hop vibe from you, is because of that energy, and I love that fucking energy that you bring,
I
man. That is
appreciate it, man.
a fucking amazing. And yo, that man, that Jesus, I don't even want to try to quote it because it was so good, but like, you have so many fucking good lines, bro, and I don't even want to try to quote them because they're so good. They're so good. It's like, oh,
Like
and
Jesus, I had to die too.
oh yeah, yo,
Not,
you
not physically, but mentally, so I can grow spiritually. See, it was
mm,
a hex on me. So I could look. It's different.
yeah, yo, yo, you, no, I love. You are different, bro. You are different. Like you're a different breed, and I fucking love that. Like
I appreciate
just,
it, man.
and the second I, okay, and look, tell you right now, the second that I brought you on from like Caleb's piece, like I could tell your energy right away, because you were like, you like spoke up right away, and like immediate, like a lot of people aren't, like I kind of have to like coax them into talking and like,
Right,
you know, sharing. And I know you do your own podcast, so you're
right.
obviously used to it and shit. But
Mhm.
no, just like on an energy level, man, even, you know, even just talking to you, you just have such an energy, and then when you put it into your fucking art, it just gets fucking, the dial gets turned up like 0 to
Look,
100
you
real
have to
quick.
be the energy, man. You got to set the
Yeah,
tone. You got to be
man.
the energy, man. So
Mm-hmm.
but it's just
Absolutely.
it's no reason why the energy that I have, because everything I spit comes from within. Everything I say is 100% genuine and real, and these are real emotions. These are real feelings. These are real, situations that happen in my life. So even though I did a rendition of Maya Angelou, I put myself into it as well.
Mm. Yeah, no, and I can feel that. I can feel that 100%. And yeah, no, and I love, and I think that's the best type of remixes are the ones that uh take a different direction,
Mm.
and, well, like staying true to the original, but put yourself into it and because you can't write from another artist's perspective, it's never like you can try, but it's never going to sound quite right. So so that's why I think the best remixes, like there's a remix that I'm currently like into, or the one that popped off the top of my head that's like new, and it's Lonely Road by Jelly Roll and MGK, and it's the melody of Country Road, but it's completely different lyrics, completely different, and because they put themselves into it, they like it's their perspective and their experiences and what you know what I mean. And I think those are the best remixes and the best ones that pay the best homage to the original as well. So,
and I had to go hard on that one because it's Maya Angelou. I can't disappoint her. I can't disappoint one of the greats. So even though hers was still I rise, I'm like, how can I make it different? Still I rose, and I just played off of that. So and I'm
really
great
like
that y'all appreciate it and love the material. Like most definitely.
I do, man. That's fucking dope, man. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you being on here. Just real quick, because we do have some new guests that don't stay for the entire show, but are you planning on sticking around, or you got to get out of here
Yeah,
now?
most definitely. I stay for the whole show. We in this
All
thing.
right, man, definitely. All right, so I will catch you in a few minutes when we bring you up for the next guest.
Okay,
All right,
let's go.
thank you for sharing with us, man. Appreciate it. All right, and just for the guests, real quick, you'll have to tell me in the comments and on Facebook and stuff like that how you like this format. So obviously, the way we normally do it is we'll go. An artist will do their first piece, next artist will do their next piece, so on and so forth, and then we'll do the second round, second piece, second piece, second piece. Here we're doing two at once. We are already two guests in and an hour and a half, so I don't know if we're really saving any time, but tell me how you guys like the format, whether you guys like it or not, and we'll see what we do in the future. That being said, we're going to bring up our next guest, which one of you raise your hands, whoever I see first is going to get it. No? Who wants it? Because we had completely messed up the order by putting him next, so I wasn't sure who was supposed to go next. All right, eeny, meeny, miny, poet list. It's you. we had an order and then we messed everything up, so I'm just winging it, guys. And poet list went. My knowledge, she went last week, so we'll have her not go last this week. My homegirl Poet List is one of the best and the boldest, and I don't just say that for alliteration. She is certainly one of the boldest in her expressiveness of self. She is the one who came up with the term "on me" and coined that phrase for us to use as our kind of like motto here at Lostboys, and she uses it as her personal motto in life, and she shows that in every fiber of her being. From of course, you've already heard a little bit from her, but in her poetry, much like our man TK, she just turns that dial from 0 way up to 100, and her presence is palpable, and you can feel the energy every time she comes on the show. So it's great, and it's an honor to have here. Sorry, guys. It's an honor to have her here every time she's on. We appreciate her being on. If you guys want to go check her out, you can go check her out on YouTube at Red Designs 956. That's spelled R.E.D.D.E.S.Y.G.N.Z 956. If you didn't catch it, rewind it. That's on YouTube. She has poetry videos and stuff like that out there on that channel, as well as I believe there's other videos made by another guest that comes on here. My man Exoskeleton, who produces a lot of Poetless's videos and such for her. They're like a power duo. They're both fucking awesome. Go check them out. YouTube, Red Designs 956. And if you want to check out her books, because she's got 2 books out right now on Amazon, DNA and DNA The Results. Go check those out on Amazon right now. She goes by Poetless Shakespeare. So that being said, I'm going to play her flyer and get her up here.
What is freedom? Is it really worth anything? Where so many people have died not knowing what it means to be free in the first place. What is justice? Is it another word that's supposed to describe our right to be equal in a society that won't even respect us, let alone recognize us? We was birthed into a nation that told us our freedom was just a facade of happiness. Without any sense, we gladly feast upon their lies that they fed us, and became so content in the hell that they tossed us in. Like corpse, we linger in the hollow glow of an undefeated battle that leaves us helpless. Until Martin had a dream that brought war and to bring upon peace, while Malcolm had a plan to outsee it by any means necessary. And the Black Panthers joined forces with fists held high as a sign of strength. What has happened to our nation? Have we forgot that we was the cause for the reproduction of greatness? Our ancestors fought and was killed just so we can even say the word freedom.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you. Sorry. I've been meaning what I meant to say is I've been meaning to fix your flyer, and I'm meaning to get to that, and I forgot to tell you that your flyer was like half cut off there at the end. I don't know why because on my phone and on the computer when I load it up, it loads up just fine. It plays, and then when I upload it to the actual platform, for some reason it clips the end there, and it doesn't show the cover of your book. So when we get a chance, just while I remember because I have ADHD, I wanted to let you know when we get a chance, send me the cover art of DNA again so I can put it up there, or like the I think you had like a book trailer for it or something. Send me that and I'll fix it up again.
Some new stuff. Don't even worry, but I got some new videos
coming. Oh, all right, we're definitely. But anyway, how you been? Welcome back. You actually you were back here. You were here last week, right, for the New Year's episode?
I was, and it was a blast. I had a freaking blast with everybody. I always like to end the new beginning on a new note, so I enjoyed myself as always. You know, it's a pleasure always coming through with my gang. I had fun all the time.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Sorry for the last minute call in here. I had two actually maybe 3 people. I believe all told, I think it was 3 people that ended up canceling. And they were all for very I won't get in because it's like their personal business, but they were all for very, very valid reasons. And I hope that everything goes well. Shout out to those people. I hope everything goes well for those guests and we can have them on later. But yeah, we lost some soldiers tonight. Sorry, I was lighting an incense and it didn't quite. It was still burning. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being on here last minute to fill in.
Anytime, I love coming on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. You fucking kill it every time you come on the show. You are you could be a show all in yourself. you bring that kind of energy where you are the show, when you step in the room. It is I need to go back into the lab and start rewriting, you know what I mean? Like we were saying with Caleb, every time you spit,
that's exactly how you made me feel.
You're one of those artists that, when I hear you spit, I'm like, I don't even want to pick up this pen. It's like fucking but appreciate you being on, and
no problem.
And yeah, appreciate you being on last minute. So would you like to do one piece or two, or it's up to you? Because I called you in last minute. I wasn't gonna make you do two if you didn't want to, but if you do, that
I
is
do.
by all
I
means.
do. I bless you with two tonight.
All right, all right, sounds good. So, what is this first one that we're gonna hear?
Well, the first one is called Untitled, meaning this is a new beginning. So you're not going to title me to anything right about now. I'm not taking no titles, nothing.
All
I'm
right,
a person right now. This is a new me, so I have to discover who I am.
all right. I'll just drop myself out of here and get that up here for you.
There's a mask of hurt that I've been wearing just because I thought it made me look good, but deep down it really wasn't. There was a mask of shame that I used to wear all because I thought it made me sound good when I spoke of everybody else's misfortunes. There's this mask of dishonor that I wear because I know deep down inside I wasn't true to myself and I didn't honor that promise that I made to me. But you see, this year I realized, not even this year, I'm gonna say my season because everybody get caught up on the year and nobody ever do what they say anyway. But this season, I promised myself that I will go forth with no title, so you will not hinder me down with any responsibilities of anything that I do not accept. I will not be your girlfriend because I have played that role too many times, only to be neglected, abused, and mistreated for you just to say you're sorry. So I will not wear that title. I barely wanted to wear the title of being a mother because I know deep down inside there was nights that I should have been there when I wasn't, but just to say that I had to work late, that still was an excuse. But I will not wear that title either until I'm learning who I am. I don't want to carry the title of being a daughter because I know deep down inside I have did so much to my mother that made her not even want to look at me as a child. But because of the love for her, she still remained my mother. I don't even want to be the role of a sister because I know deep down my brother trauma is because of me. Those nights that I would beat him up just because I couldn't get my way with my mother, he was the easiest talk and I took it out on him. So I don't want to play that role either. I don't even want to be the role of me because you see me, that's something that I don't want to talk about because I don't even want to know who I am. But I swear for life, she's going to be her. Whoever her is, I'm telling you, I'm walking into that light because that's the title that I don't even know much about, but I'm going to learn about it. Maybe I have to take this thing of titles too seriously and have to rethink it sometimes because titles get you wrapped up. But being her don't sound too bad, does it? I can be finally who I want to be. I can be Bubbles from off of the Powerpuff Girls with all kinds of powers because I'm her. I can even be. Who else can I be? See, that's just the thing. It's so many possibilities. I can't even name them because I don't want no titles. I want to be untitled. I want to be unapologetic. I just want to be everything, but still on me in peace.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. All right, so first of all, you need you need a shirt with bubbles on it because
I love
this is
her.
now like the third or fourth piece I've heard. She's like your personal mascot at this point.
And she is
Fucking
just
bubble,
like
fucking bubbles. I love it, yo. And I love Brendan's got the "You're on me" tag up here. But yo, for real, I love how you took the concept of untitled and just like turned it into its own piece, right? It doesn't like and just the concept and the empowerment of just taking your because sometimes there is power in titles, right?
it is.
Captain or right, there's a lot of power in titles, but then to see the flip side of that coin and show the power you can have in being untitled.
Hmm.
I thought was such an interesting and powerful concept. I really like that. I really like that concept and how you flip that essentially all on its head. And I love how each of your pieces are essentially no matter what metaphors or assimilations you're using to get the point across, they all at their core are about self-reflection, self-improvement, and um, like self-confidence. Really, do yours like in particular have such a I don't know what it is about it, but just such an essence about it that it is the essence of self-confidence and the essence of like when I hear your pieces, it's not like when I was joking before about what it makes me want to go back to the lab. It's not even just like from a lyrical standpoint, though. You like your technicals are great, but from like a standpoint of like, man, the way she speaks and the energy she puts into it, like it makes me want to go back and create. Like it gives me passion for what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Not just like in a competitive sense, but in the sense of like, wow, that's like that. She's not only trying to motivate herself, but like somehow motivate others as well, and like it gets across even when you're not
That be
saying it, you're saying it. You know,
that's my mission.
and I feel it. I feel it every time you spit. Every time you spit, I feel
I,
that energy.
I be trying to keep it up. I be trying to. Every time I try not to, it seems like it just come back and hold on to me. But it's like if I don't motivate other people, I can't motivate myself. If that makes sense, I think it's just the Virgo in me, because us Virgos, you can't just be around us, just be like doing nothing. You got to be like energetic because we feed off of energy. Like we will adapt to any situation, but like I'm not going to keep adapting to society's rules because everybody else feels this way. I'm not going to do it because that's not how I feel. Like I don't always want to be in black and white. Sometimes I want to be in HD. Like put me in the light, like the
Fuck
highest.
HD, we got 4K now. We got
Right, that
HDR, fucking whatever the fuck this
everything.
thing
Put me.
is.
But I've just noticed because, like, when people would give me the title of being a best friend, I know deep down inside, I'm like, I don't even rock with this dude for real. I don't even like, we don't even like the same things, but because I have that title, I'm going to show face to it. So it's like, I'm not doing that no more. I am not. No, I'm not. I'm not accepting titles just because it make me feel good or make the person feel good giving it to me. Because half the time, the person is mainly for the person. It don't be for
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Because
no,
half the time,
100,
we don't
and
want it.
not
We
even
don't want the
half the time.
title.
Not even half the
Right.
time. More than half the time. A
We don't want
title,
it.
a title is because okay. If you were think about this, you've seen the movie I Am Legend, right?
Yeah.
Last man on earth. If you're the last man on earth, titles don't matter, right? Titles
Exactly.
only matter if you have other people around who give a fuck about your title.
About it.
If you
Exactly.
walk into a fucking bar in like Mexico and flash your American cop badge and like I'm a cop, they're gonna fucking be like they're just gonna laugh in your face. And it's like they
Exactly.
don't mean shit here, buddy. I don't mean
Like,
shit
okay,
here.
like
That doesn't mean
correct.
shit.
You're a police officer.
Your title doesn't mean shit. As soon as you cross those borders, your title don't mean
It
shit. Your
doesn't.
title only matters if
The
you
power
not
that you
only
put
if the
in
people around you give a fuck about it, but if you allow yourself to give a fuck about it. And I
it.
hate the
Exactly.
people that let it. I've had so many managers that let
Let
that,
it go
and
to their head.
it's always that middle management douchebag
Yep. Yep.
let that title just rule their life, and they become that title, and it's
Exactly.
unhealthy. It's unhealthy, and
It
it
is
can fuck you up
big
and turn,
time.
yeah, and
Big.
it can turn you into someone that you don't want to be. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, that's why I like. I mean, even with like, that's why I try to like. Even when I that's why I just take it very. I use broad strokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call myself an artist because I don't want to say rapper.
Right.
But on the other hand, like I understand, especially and um I'll speak more on this later, but like I understand um the line, especially when I write, that I toe between rapping and poetry, and I understand TK's hesitance to all out just call himself a rapper
Mm,
or even assimilate himself with that demographic at all, because right now the rap demographic is fucking retarded.
mm.
It's full of like 21-year-old kids on fucking
Exactly.
cough syrup that don't know what the fuck's going on. Like
Exactly.
the rap scene's stupid, and I wouldn't want to be associated with it either. And I don't
Mm-mm.
know, and I don't want to speak for him. I don't know if that has anything to do with why he doesn't want to be associated or with being a rapper. I'll have him speak on that if he would like to. But all I'll say is my personal is I understand, because I am hesitant to be associated with that demographic or call myself a rapper for some of those reasons. And I think that like I just I get I get the hesitancy there, but like with me, so I completely like I have ADHD and I completely like lost track of my long-winded sentence there. But essentially what I was trying to get down to was that I use the lyricism. I try to use broad strokes and say lyricist or artist or I'm a word nerd or whatever the case
Right.
may be, because I don't like the titles. I don't like to
Me
specify. I don't like
either.
to get, because calling yourself a rapper or calling yourself a poet or calling yourself this or calling yourself that, even that has certain connotations, and even that, like, people put you under some kind of microscope.
Yep.
And it's always a different type of microscope. That's really why I have this show, welcome everybody. And I know here we're mostly doing poets tonight, so it's not a very good example of a show, but again, we have authors and painters, and that's why I welcome all different art forms, because I think that we are all doing the same thing in different ways and
Yep.
expressing the same things in different ways. And I think that artist is a good term because it's all encompassing, and it encompasses all of that, and it doesn't, and it's, again, artist is still a title, but yeah, there's certain connotations that come with every title and things that people fucking expect from you.
Yep.
And I love how you like really broke that down a lot better than I did in my long-winded long-winded roundabout way of commenting on it. But yeah, I really like how you broke down that dilemma and how you work through it as a person, and don't let yourself be tied down by any kind of chains or any kind of title. um I really loved how you expressed that. That was great.
That's true. Because if you think about it, a lot of if the first thing, like if think about how many breakups you had, and I could think about a couple of breakups. And when you think about it, why did you break up? Because that was my boyfriend, and he was supposed to do X, Y, and Z because that title was attached to him. So he was held responsible for doing everything that a so-called boyfriend was supposed to do, and vice versa.
Mhm.
But then when you think about it, it's like you get so caught up on trying to be that title that you forget that that was my best friend at one point. We used to laugh, we used to joke and everything. But as soon as that title come in, oh my goodness, I can't do this, I can't do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, but we were so much better without the title. If you really think,
Absolutely.
a lot
And
of things
actually,
go so
I
much
thought
better.
I speaking of my ADHD, that's a perfect example right there. Because in the 90s, right, they didn't think that what my maybe not, okay, probably 90s is when they started to like figure out ADHD and like put titles or
Mm-hmm.
descriptions on these things. But my mom, growing up as a teenager, would tell me, like, would tell me all the time, like, they just thought I was fucking nuts. Like, they didn't tell, like, 80, but,
Yep.
and that's a good thing and a bad thing, because yeah, they did research on it and now we have like a name for it and we can do all this. And it's the same with any disorder or disability or even disease. Um, it's great to research it, and anything that we find knowledge on, we have to put a title on it, because
Yep.
humans fear things that they don't know.
No.
And
Yep.
one of the best ways to make something comfortable and familiar is to give it a name. When something doesn't have a name, it's a little bit scary. So
Mm-hmm.
it's good to put a name on things, but then you get stuck in this thing where, like with ADHD or any condition, like Caleb's schizophrenia, it becomes this
Mm-hmm.
thing where you are ADHD, you are schizophrenia, you are
Right.
this thing, and you can't escape from it. Like, it's just what you are. And the thing is when you tell, especially like a young kid, once you tell a kid they have, especially if you tell a kid they have ADHD, which is literally about hyper focusing,
Yep.
they're gonna now hyper focus on the fact that they have a fucking
Exactly.
disorder, and it's gonna make it worse. And I know this
And
from
he-
personal experience, and that's the dark side of titles and why titles are bad. And I really like how you express that concept, because that's something I've always like. Even since I got diagnosed, like, I've always like thought about is like, yo, what if nobody ever told me I had
Yep.
ADHD? You know what I mean? What if
One
nobody
hundred
ever gave it a title? What if nobody ever gave my PTSD a title or whatever you know what I mean? Like, what if there wasn't like, because, and like I said, I just outlined the good things and the bad things about titles, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like I probably would have been better off, at least as a child, if I had just not been titled with certain things, and not just with disabilities, but with just certain things in general, like awkward or socially awkward or fucking whatever it is people title you with, like, they can become your personality, and they can make you start to believe it. You start to feel like that's all you are. You start to
Yep,
feel like
that
that's all
is
you
so
are, and
true.
takes control of you. Yeah.
That is so true because I work with children that have autism of all sorts, and one of my favorite, Jalen, he's my fave, and Jalen, he knows what his diagnosis is, and he will use that because he know. Like when I said, Jalen, why you acting like this? Oh, because it says so on my chart. I'm like, what you mean? He said because it said I have autism, so I'm gonna act like it. And he was being smart, but I couldn't get mad at him because he's doing what he thought.
Bro.
Like you said, it was in his head. Then I had to think about, I was like, you know what? And we can't get mad with him because, like you said, it's in my chart. You say this is who I am. So why get mad when I'm acting the way you say I am? But really, Jalen doesn't have none of those problems. Jalen just like for the attention. And that's what I keep telling. But as long as you tell a kid this is what you are, you're this, you're that. What you think?
Mhm.
After a certain point, they want to believe that, and they're going to become programmed and conditioned to be that way. So you can't get mad about it.
In a lot of the, and I've talked about this in the past, like, I was in like placement homes and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and and juvenile detention centers, and a lot of those places, they have charts, like, to monitor behavior, and
Mhm.
each chart, like, uh especially at um I guess Beckett is the company, but
Mhm.
it was the Plymouth House of Beckett, which is Mount Prospect Academy, and they have like these. So because the school is right next to the housing place, like
Mhm.
literally right next to it, across the parking lot, and so they have these sheets, and you take them to school with you, and then you bring them back, and like they monitor, and they say different things, which is crazy too, because on the back of them, right, they say like what the kids' mental conditions are, why they're
Mhm.
there. Some of
Right.
the things on the back of it say like privileged information about like their
Mhm.
legal cases and why they're
It
there.
do.
And if someone gets a
It
hold of their
do.
sheet, they can just grab it and start reading like
Yep.
privileged information off the back of the sheet, which
Yep.
that part of it I think is fucking crazy. And I'll call them out right now. Not that anybody's going to hear this. But actually, you know what? I do have quite a few people who watched who are still in the placement scene or whatever. Some people, which I would never have the guts for this, some people who I was in placement with went back to be counselors. Fucking nuts.
No way.
Fucking
No
nuts.
way.
But yeah, no, I mean, we had these sheets, and it was like all point systems and shit. And people would do that exact, I mean, teenage kids, um, same thing too, is it's like, oh well, this it says on my sheet that I fucking blah blah blah, so I guess that's how I'm gonna fucking act or whatever,
And
you
that's
know?
the only thing I'm going to work
And
towards. Yep.
and it's it's a self-destructive frame of mind. I understand the frame of mind because I did it too. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't fucking do it. I was there for a reason, a lot of kids there have been there for so long that they just give up, right? They're just like,
Mhm.
fuck it. You know what I mean? And that contributes to the whole thing. But it really is, part of it is, and the big part of it is the title on the piece of paper, and how they are literally this now they are down to a title and some numbers. Like that's
Yep.
the because when you, especially when you have that many kids too, and I don't know
Mhm.
how many kids you work with, but especially when you have a group of kids, it, you try to give them all the attention that they deserve, but you can't always do it. And they, at the end of the day, when you go home at the end of, especially when kids are in placement, with a school, obviously it's different, but when kids are in placement, when you go home at the end of the night and they don't, there's a certain part of the reality that is where they're just a number and a name on a piece of paper at the end of the day. And don't get me wrong, like I did bond with a lot of staff members. There are quite a few staff members that I did bond with that I genuinely believe wanted to help. But at the end of the day, you are just a title and a number. And so in that aspect, I dealt with titles my entire life, and it really, I really felt that piece. And anyway, I wanted to get our artists up here. I think our man TK has clicked out. I just seen him glitch in and then glitch out, and now he's back out of it. Well, let's see what Lady Crucible has to say about your piece here.
Girl, you got me over here rolling off my blunt of joy. The fact that
we talked for quite a while. That was me and Poet was always get to talking.
Hey, it be like that though. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, your pieces never seem to amaze me because I love how you're able to express yourself and you're not putting yourself in third person. You're putting yourself first. And that's what I'm learning to do. And that it's like just sitting here listening to it. It's like, yes, that's gonna be me one day. That's gonna be me here real soon in this 2025, where I can reclaim myself and stand up and speak for me. And can't nobody talk for me and tell me how to be me if you ain't walked a mile in my shoes. Because I promise you, put them on your feet. You ain't gonna know which way to.
You're gonna be stuck. You're going to be stuck. But sometimes I used to talk to myself in third party, but then I realized I was neglecting myself because I'm like, why can't I just talk to myself? Cut the middle person out and just talk to myself. Then when I started therapy, my therapist told me, you know what your problem is? You want to tell everybody what to do, but you don't want nobody to tell you what to do. I said, because I'm a Virgo, that's one. And two, nobody's going to do anything to me that I know I'm not going to do to myself. So I have to be on alert all the time. But then when I started talking to myself, I realized half the situations really wasn't that bad. Like, you could have just came and talked to me. We could have been okay. That's how you got to talk to yourself. Like, really, dude, we crashed out because of this. When you could have just came and talked to me, and we could have handled it. We don't need nobody else. Like, come and talk to me. But people don't do that nowadays. They think it's weird, I guess. I don't know. But you have to talk to yourself. Because if you can't talk to yourself, why do you expect for me to talk to you? And that's what I tell everybody. You don't even want to talk to yourself, so why should I talk to you? You don't even like you, so why should I?
Exactly.
You just want me to be the person that you don't want to accept. That's all. Oh, I gotta write that down. That's a new piece.
If you don't, write that, because if you don't trust yourself, you can't expect anybody to trust you,
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. 100%. 100%, yo. Absolutely. All right, so that was only your first piece, and we've talked about it for like half an hour. But let's get to this. Let's get to this second piece real quick. My man TK said he had to peace out because he's got to get up for work early in the morning. I definitely understand you, bro. It's Saturday, and I had to fucking work today. It's fucking same shit. You gotta get on the grind. I feel you. But we appreciate you being here. Bless. And we hope you join us again very, very soon. And with that being said, what's the second piece you got for us? Because I don't have the title up
this
on my
is
screen.
a new one. My 365 Valentine is a new project that I'm working on. So
my 365 oh god, whatever. I don't know how to spell Valentine, guys. Some writer I am, huh? Fucking right. Is that it? I don't know. Yep. All right. We're professionals. We're professionals, guys. This is a professional production.
it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will drop myself out of here and let you get to it. This would be dude. I should do a Valentine episode. I don't
I
have
was gonna
any
hit
like.
you up about that. I was gonna
I
hit you
don't
up
have
about see
any.
how we think. You think how we think. I had a
Yeah,
cool
we're
idea for
always
you.
like simpatico. Like we're always like
I had a dope
connected.
idea
Yeah.
for you. I had a dope idea for one of your shows. I inboxed it about it,
What's
but I
the
think
problem? I don't have any like. I don't have any like. Oh, maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'll have to write something for my lady and do it on the show or something for
write one to
Valentine's Day. We'll
yourself.
see.
Write one.
I
This is
might
what
have
my
loved
tweet
to.
is about.
Hey, there we go. There we go. she'll be so pissed. She'll be like, "It's fucking Valentine's Day, and you wrote a piece about yourself. Fucking, you fucking narcissistic piece of shit."
But do you love me
Uh,
though? That's what you gotta hit. Like, but do you love me though?
no,
As
but no,
simple.
I don't even. It's not even a question anymore. I just say no, but you love me because
Right.
I already know. I ain't gotta like. I ain't gotta say it like. And I hope that I know that she feels the same. So maybe I'll write both. Maybe I'll write two pieces
That'd be
or
dope. You
I don't
should.
know. I don't know. I don't write like I don't know. I don't write a lot of like love poemy whatever. So
This better hit.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. All right. So my 365 Valentine. I'm gonna get myself out of here and let's get to it.
We have a month and roughly 10, maybe 11 days before we have that dreadful day that I hate, Valentine's Day. I wouldn't say I too much hate it. I just hate the way that people use it to their convenience for their amusement and for their, I don't know what to say, I guess for their entertainment, to put it bluntly, because every year you see the same sales at Zales, K's, and everything, but nobody really sit down just to say, "Hey, how are you feeling?" That means more sometimes than a simple "I love you," but people don't get caught up in that. And I always get confused on why do dudes go out and spend half their paycheck, their bill money, on a necklace that she's going to throw at them by the end of the next night anyway, when she don't even have enough sense to go to Home Depot and buy him the same jewel that costs half the price of that watch or that necklace or anything else that she wants. But it's funny how he can go out here and spend $2,500 on wigs, but she can't even spend 25 cents on a bubblegum ring just for him to say "I love you." But yeah, we always get caught up on that day. Well, it's Valentine's Day, and if you love me, then you're supposed to show me. So when did love become a payment plan? So you mean to tell me I can go 364 days out the year, misuse you, abuse you, mistreat you, and treat you any old kind of way. But as long as February the 14th come and I have some flowers and a card that say, "Baby, I love you," you mean to tell me things would be okay? Hmm. But how many women take themselves out by themselves on a regular basis? How many people go and really do the self care that they're supposed to do? But yet you want someone to go here and treat you like the princess that you don't even treat yourself. You want them to put you on a pedestal to even a castle that you don't even own to put in the first place. So I decided that this would be the very moment where each day I will treat myself as a Valentine. I will show myself why I'm a worthy of love. I will show my true value that no one can ever take away from me. Because see, sometimes you can add something to a price that's already fixed. This is no longer a layaway plan. This is not the clearance rack. So you're gonna have to step your game up and really play the full price. So I think for this year, I'm gonna treat myself every day to let myself know that I'm unforgettable. I don't need one day out the year for someone to tell me they love me when there's 364 other days to appreciate me. You let me know if that makes sense or not. If I had it, I promise you I would take the day off the calendar altogether because it doesn't make no sense. But yet, as people would say, you're just mad because you're lonely. Lonely just because I'm by myself, that don't mean I'm lonely. It means I have enough sense to know that I'm not going to get put in another skadoodle scam just for somebody to say I love me. Then by 12:01 the next day, you can't stand my guts, so I cannot stand you. But as long as everything go through between 12:01 and 11:59 on February the 14th, we cool. Nah, I think this year I'm gonna be my own Valentine. Better yet, my 365 Valentine. In peace.
Woo! God damn! shots. You see me in the comments over there? Hold on, pull up these comments, Brandon. Pull up these comments. I was going off in the comments. I fucking attacked, triggered, shots fired. Yeah, I was like, oh no, she did it. She did it. She didn't. She said this shit. She said this ain't the clear track. You're gonna have to really step your game up and pay the full price, motherfucker. She said, God damn, yo. Oh, I was like attacked. I feel attacked. I feel triggered. I even put the trigger warning up for people who get upset about it. What? Someone who just literally, there's some guy right now watching this. There's some guy right now watching this.
Yep.
What is it? January 1st right now. He already bought the necklace. It's already said.
Exactly.
This bitch is calling me out. God damn it. What the fuck? Yo, attacked.
And
I feel
it's
so
some
attacked.
female. And look, at some female be like, I can't stand her. I cannot stand her. I can't stand her because it'd be her man in the back. Like, see, you can't go to Home Depot and get me that drill set. It's only $19. But if you really think about it, every Valentine's Day, like men want gifts too. Like if you can spend $2,500 on my hair alone, I should be able to go into Home Depot and buy you that tool set that you want. I should be able to. Like, it's always females. Oh, he didn't give me this. What did you get him? Better yet, what do you do for you to make him want to buy you? Because in my opinion, I think a man is only an add-on. He's like a bonus. Because you're doing everything you want. He's just a bonus, if you really ask me. So if you're depending on this one person to make you feel special on this day, what are you really worth?
Here's a tip. Here's a quick tip though. Unless he builds stuff on his free time and he's like that's what he does. Don't get him a drill. Don't get him the drill set. Just gonna say, don't get him the drill set because that's just for him to fix shit for other people most of the time. We don't want. That's in my experience. That what we do with drills is fix shit for other people.
Well, anything that he like, something that you know that he will like, go and get it. Like, I don't know. That's just how I am. Like, you should want him to smile as much as he make you smile, and vice versa.
No,
like,
absolutely. And
like,
that's something I wanted to comment on is when you got down to the essence of like, and I love that line. You know, this ain't the clearest rack. You're gonna have to really step up and pay the full price. And you're not talking about money at all. Like, there's you're not talking about money at all. And it's all. Right, you know, it's you have to be fully there. You have to give 100% of yourself, and it's not, and that's hard, you know, especially with like this day and age with having to work like 40, 50, 60. A lot of people work like the norm nowadays is not 40. Most people work over 50, 60 hours a week. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like be that deeply connected to your spouse like that. But you know, it is important. You have to be able to like that's what it's really about. And my mom, that was her least favorite day of the year. She hated it. She agrees with you 100%. My mom, she rest in peace. But that was she had the same philosophy that if you have to pick one day out of the year to show somebody or tell somebody you love them, you don't deserve to be with that person. And that doesn't just go for romantic, that goes for any relationship, whether it be anything. I mean, you should be I mean, I tell my sister lives with me, or I should say whatever. We live in the same house, and I tell my sister I love her every time I see her. Because it's just how it is. Like, that's the type of bond we like, you know what I mean? I'm her older brother, and like a lot of older brothers, like from what I heard, and I didn't experience this really firsthand, but from what I heard, like I mean, my brother's kind of a dick, but whatever. A lot of older brothers that I heard of were like really just mean and selfish. And like I heard like this one girl, like her older brother pushed her down the stairs and shit like frequently. And I don't know, I just heard, and I never wanted that to be like, I never wanted her to feel like I was jealous of her, or to be like jealous of me, or else to have like we bicker and like go back, like obviously your brother and sister.
Your
But
sister,
I don't
right?
know. It's yeah. I tell same thing with my girlfriend. Like I literally every time I see her, I tell her I love her. Even if it's like I just like saw her 10 minutes ago, and then she walks in the kitchen or whatever, and I
Exactly.
come up to, hey baby, like you know what I mean? Like it's and it's really it doesn't even not even about saying the words I love you. It's about just like showing. It's really about showing it. It's about
Like I
the
sent you a text. Like you could be going through something and look at your phone and your girlfriend send you a text to make everything all better. Like you can totally forget about what
as
anything you was going
sometimes
over when
she
you get
yo
that text.
sometimes she don't even know, and sometimes she like I feel bad because like I won't answer.
Mm-hmm.
So she thinks like I'm ignoring her, but like I glanced, like you know when you swipe down the top of the screen and you see it.
Mm-hmm. And
Like
you
it's
see it.
I
Mm-hmm.
drive. My job is I drive for a living, so I can't
So
always
you
be like.
forget. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes like I'll be like fucking getting frustrated and like pissed off with the workday or whatever, and like I glance down and I see a text from her, or it's like even from like I said my sister, or sometimes from
Mm-hmm.
my dad or whatever, just
Right.
somebody that you love and you care about just sending you like a text, even if it's not like anything crazy, just like a funny meme or whatever the hell,
Exactly.
like it can just change your day.
Yep.
And it's just
Yep.
those like simple little acts of love that is what makes love. And yeah, you did great with that piece. I don't want to talk for half an hour again. I do want to bring up Mia and then get to her
Thank you.
pieces, because I'm sure she's got to
It's almost
go, and she's already got she's always got the grandchildren.
I
Of
love it.
course, of course, always got the grandkids.
I love
Hi.
it.
hello.
um
Man, again,
so
you do it to me every time. I mean, I'm like Dylan. I'm stuck on the clearance like Ryan. That
mm,
that line just took me out. He said you got to step up and pay the full price. And like you
You
said, we
got.
ain't talking money. We talking
Mm,
money emotionally on the same page. There ain't nothing to
yep.
talk about.
Exactly. And that's what people get so wrapped up in. Like with Valentine's Day, how much money did you spend? How much money did you spend? Oh, he don't love you because he ain't spend this amount. I'm like, what about everything was just stop running on money? Then what are you going to do? How creative are you to do some things if all of a sudden money didn't exist? Like, what are you going to do? Why should it matter the price? I never understood. You can draw me a card
Right.
and put a poem in it, and I am happy. Buy me an ink pen and a notebook. You got me forever. Like, it's just a little thing. I don't
Yo,
get
and
people.
I feel and you know what, I feel like we're all guilty of it too. Like even me, like on Christmas, man, I was sitting there like counting presents, and
Mm-hmm.
my girlfriend came up to me, she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm counting. I don't know how many I got for each person. I don't feel like I got each of you the same. And she's like, babe, it doesn't fucking matter, the amount of
Exactly.
presents doesn't matter. it's
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 the
about the thought.
love.
It's about like how you give the present, how the present's received. It's about the love that it's
Mm-hmm.
given with. It's about the thoughtfulness of the present. Like, and I tend to be the type of person that like gets the person exactly like the thing that they wanted or whatever.
One.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so I felt good about that. But I was sitting there like counting presents, and she was just like, babe, what the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm guilty of it sometimes too. Is just
Yep.
thinking into, and I feel like these things, these screens do
Mm-hmm.
it to us a lot, is make
Yep.
us think more in
Yep.
that material vein, and
It does.
about material possessions, and about the and less about the metaphysical meaning of life and love.
I would
That
definitely agree.
sounded super corny, but I meant every word of it.
But it's the
But yeah,
truth. It's the truth. You are speaking the truth. Because every holiday have a sale that we are more fixated on. Like we just waiting for the sale. Like we really think about it. What's the first thing? Oh, I ain't getting that. I'm gonna wait till such and such sale come out. You know it's going on sale for such and such, whatever holiday's coming up. That's the only thing we get excited for, just to save money, spend money. That's what it all is about, just spending money. You're not truly happy because at the end of the day, you're gonna think about, if I ain't never buy that, I would have been able to pay this bill. Oh, now we ain't gonna have food this week because I had to buy this. But you get what I'm saying? It's like it takes you out the loop of what you're really supposed to be worried about because you're
I
so
did
fixated on this sale.
I did hear some interesting advice towards that line of thinking. And it actually came from a comedian that I watch. His name is Josh Wolf. He's fucking hilarious. He said, you know, if you have an extra, and obviously money's tight, and if you're struggling with money, you know, don't just like go and blow $100. But if you find yourself with an extra $100 and you have something like cool, like you can go to a concert, or you could buy something like your new TV. Like recently I got myself a new TV. I've been wanting one for a while. It was on sale, and I had bought in all my Christmas gifts already. I had paid my rent. Everything was all set, and I still had the money in my wallet. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll have to eat some like bologna sandwiches for the next couple weeks at work, but you know, it'll be worth it. And so the advice that he said was, if you have that extra $100, do it. Go to that concert, because in a year, you're not going to remember where the fuck that if you spend it on, if you just save it or whatever, you're not going to remember what the fuck you spent that on. But if you go to a concert, you're going to remember that concert. You're going to remember, you know what I mean? So it's important. It really boils down to what some white chick on the internet came up with in 2010, YOLO, right? You only live once. It's really it's corny as it sounds. You know, you got to live, and you really do only live once. So
that is the truth.
All right. Anyway, appreciate you coming on here and spitting. We are gonna get to Nia's piece, and then we're gonna get out of here. I am sorry it's been such a late show tonight, guys. And we will have Nia do a piece or two if she'd like to. But by all means, if you only want to do one and get out of here, that is cool too. It's up to you.
I can give you two. I got two in me tonight.
All right. What's this first one called?
Now, this first one is untitled. It's just random thoughts on paper.
All right.
Psyche lies an armory of destruction. Sorry, a veritable cache of emotional explosives. The grenades of past traumas, armed and fused, poised to explode. Pins pulled by the merest whisper of a trigger. Loaded into the chamber of my consciousness. Those live rounds of negative thoughts, this ammunition ready to be fired, all it takes is one careless twitch of the mental's trigger finger. This projectile of panic, depression, anxiety, this invisible tripwire setting off a chain reaction. The trajectory of my mental rarely predictable, unpredictably unstable, mentally mangled, emotionally tangled. The aftermath, disorienting. Psychological devastation, detonating deeper issues. These thoughts burn like phosphorus grenades, kindling my insecurities, scorching the path of destruction, leaving behind only charred fragments. My mind harboring thoughts like cluster grenades, scattering showers across my conscience, detonating in a cascade of secondary explosives, compounding the damage. Emotional, if mishandled. Point.
God damn, that's one hell of just some thoughts on paper. Yo, that's one, the fucking double entendre throughout the entire fucking thing, yo. That is insane. I love the way you did that. I love the way you fucking set that up. And with each fucking line is another double entendre, just building this overall like narrative, like double entendre. It's a fucking literally a series of double entendres building into a bigger double entendre, which is just like it's like Deadpool said. That's like 16 walls. That's more than the fourth wall. That's like 16 fucking walls. That's crazy. I mean, the way you conceptualize your pieces is just so next level to me, and so like 4D and outside the box. And I love the way you conceptualize them and then execute them. And I mean, again, from your wordplay is just so next level. The way you flip your wordplay and put those on double entendres in there like that and to create this overall like narrative. Just honestly phenomenal, mind-boggling, especially for like a piece that you just jotted down. I feel like there's more to that piece though. I feel like
Yeah, I don't think I'm done with it. I think it's
I
more
feel
to
like
it.
yeah. I feel like there's yeah. I feel like that one has room to breathe, and I just knowing you and knowing your pen, I know the places it could go, and but as I mean even as is, it's fucking phenomenal, and yeah, just great piece. I fucking loved it. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, especially like I said, just from a conceptual standpoint and the execution of like the how you sewed the narrative together through your fucking through the scheme of the metaphors and just so fucking cool, so cool, so cool. Like that's like one of those really like pieces that I can like really geek out on and like nerd out on, for sure. So definitely appreciate you sharing that with us. That was a dope piece. I'm gonna see what a
Thank
poet
you.
list thinks about it.
Loved it, loved it, loved it. Like you really got me in here thinking now. Now I'm about to come in here and just nothing but right tonight. Nothing. You really made me want to put my pen up. Gotta bring the gangster side out of me now. Ugh.
I've
You
been
got me
wanting
in my
fucking 11 o'clock at night, fucking get off here and just start writing until fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm about
right,
to have one of those nights.
right.
I feel it. I feel it in my
You
bones.
know,
I know,
I
right?
did that. I called Esther. I called my best friend. Someone said I gotta write. He was like, "Do you know what time it is?" I don't care. He was like, "Bump it, let's go." When I say we jammed out, we was on voice messenger all night. He fell asleep. I fell asleep, but I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in it." You think when I get off the show tonight, or you got me in my bag, sister, I just start writing.
Now I'm not confirming or denying anything, but I have heard from certain sources that if you would like to stay up all night and write some really brilliant shit from the depths of your mind,
Hmm.
psychedelic, particularly shrooms, uh, do wonders for that. I'll tell you.
Really?
I'll tell you. Take just. I mean, even if it's like a microdose, like
Hmm.
so good for your writing. At least me,
Hmm.
they work different with everybody's brain, obviously,
So,
but for
so
me,
you really like tap in?
phenomenal.
So it really help you like tap in?
Yeah, like really, like yeah, you just really focus in and tap in, like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure. Um, but yo, yeah, no, that piece, that piece don't need nothing, no mental help at all. Like you got that all on your own. That's the type of piece, like again, and I've been saying it all night, but you guys always make me want to like go back and like rewrite my shit, go back to the drawing board, like reconstruct my shit, make my like. I got some stuff I'm working on right now, and I just with what I've pulled from you guys tonight, and like the energy I've drawn from you guys, because that's the great thing about the show is like we kind of get to draw
Mhm.
energy off of each other and use that energy
Yep.
in our own shit. And with the energy I've
Yep.
drawn from you guys tonight, like I'm gonna go create some fucking great shit, man. I know it. Like
You know.
you guys just make like push me every fucking time. So, yo, thank you.
That's what
Um,
it.
all right, now you about to spit a piece while feeding the baby.
Oh yeah.
All right, fuck yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's that fucking that's that. What do they call? What do they call you?
I'm GG. This that GG power.
GG. That's that GG energy. Fuck yeah. All right. All right. So you got what's this next piece you got?
This one is called Venomous Crossfire.
All right. Venomous crossfire. All right. I'm gonna get myself out of here. Give me a second to get that up here, and you can get to it.
I wasn't born a rapper, but I got a lot to rap about. Been out here scrapping. This gang shit had me caught up in the rapture. These niggas pulling triggers, hitting the wrong targets, bodies landing in caskets, playing the game ass backwards. They out here thugging and mean mugging. Now no one is saying nothing because artificial intelligence is doing the arguing for them. These beats are auto-generated. You just repeating what a robot created. Yeah, my words leaving you in devastation. Your voice is being now desecrated. And the survey says you ain't slaying nothing. You just out here gun bumping. Your tongue doing a lot of double dutching. End of discussion. Go wallow in your own dysfunction. Like Mortal Kombat, get over here. Roundhouse kicks in different stratospheres, leaving your ego bruised and tinted. But please don't tempt me. See, my hands got a habit of going ballistic, and in the next dimension, those multiple afflictions, and no one wanted to listen. So fuck them. As scribes are writing my scriptures, sound bites raping the rhythm. This road leading to the into the unforgiving. No inner vision. Is this all just fiction? Spitting deadly venom, poisoning my victims, my fragility written, foreclosed on my own mental. As shooter's wisdom is very essential, but I never paid attention and stopped to realize that I was slipping and that I was the cause of my own fragility. Porn.
Woof. Yeah, you got Brandon over here fucking woof. Yeah. Yo, that one particularly, I really love the rhyme schemes and the syllables on that, especially like towards there at the end. That rhyme scheme that was really fucking technical and like condensed. I really loved how you worked that together with. And again, I've been talking about this all show, and I'm sure last week and the week before that is I'm someone who likes to break down the technicals and how each sentence in that one rhymed with the next one, and how you constructed that together, and then also how you flip from one rhyme scheme to the next and then back again. Phenomenal. But again, overall, just the energy of your piece, pieces is always what shines through the most for me. Is the energy and the fuck. I love I was gonna say the kick you in your face kind of energy, but literally, I love that. I love that line. The fucking Mortal Kombat. Get over here. I fucked with that line so hard. That was dope. You always have that Mortal Kombat. Fucking get over here, kick you in the face, fucking energy, and like it's always it's always palpable. You could always like feel that fucking 1-2 punch you come in with. Like you're like the fucking Ali or Tyson of poetry. Like it feels like when you come in, you're boxing, right? You're throwing punches there, or like machine gun fire. Like it literally, you can feel the fucking boop 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 with your words and the impact that they have. And I just love that energy every time.
Thank you. Little girl, go somewhere, man. Go now.
And real quick before we get out of here, we'll have Poetless just give a few words about it.
I told you I'm gonna be writing. You got me in my head. I'm right. I am ready to write. Like you got. I feel.
You already got the cat out. She's fucking scribbling. She's like, God damn it, Dylan, end the show. I got shit to write.
I just want to say, I was looking at your grandbaby, and it's so cute. You have the dopest hype person ever, because when he was rapping, he was doing like that. I was like, hey, Gigi, tell him, Gigi.
I love the baby afro. The baby afro is what gets me. I love.
Look, she's so busy over here trying to get into things. She ain't paying attention to nothing else.
Look, I saw trying to get up. I said, wait a minute, Gigi, you was giving me my bottle. Wait a minute, Gigi, give me my bottle back. I see what you're doing. But be quiet, but I need my bottle back, Gigi.
Give me my food, bitch. Give me my food.
Right, look,
so polite.
She like that. Look, she like that. Thank you.
It was so polite.
You can't eat and be nosy.
Oh shit.
One or the other.
That's the only thing I can be nosy and eat. I ain't got nothing to do at this age.
Look, she like I'm eating, being nosy, and meddling all at the same time.
Yep.
Oh man, well thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys being on here. And as always, especially both of you last minute, you guys end up staying. You guys came on last minute and ended up staying to the last minute. we were supposed to have. There were literally 3 guests who quit, or not quit, but had to reschedule because of personal reasons. So this is like a whole new lineup of people that weren't even. TK was the only one I had actually scheduled from the weeks previous. I had 4 other people scheduled, and you guys came on last minute. And Caleb always shows up and shows out. So, and you all did. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. And like I said, this is the best community in the world. And I love all of you so much. And thank you for being part of it. Make sure you go subscribe to us, follow us everywhere you find your podcast. Check out extra clips on TikTok, YouTube, and what's the other one? Facebook. Yeah,
Facebook.
those places. Go check out the audio versions on Spotify and check us out next week and every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for the foreseeable future on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch for the gamers. Check us out next Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Peace out, everybody. Stay humble, but stay confident. Peace.
Exactly.